updated as far as the motor setup. Now it's time to get things buttoned up. We'll show you guys what the boys have been doing hard at work all week, seeing how this thing finally comes together.
Let's go, baby. Let's get your 240SX built, running, lively, back on the street. Let's go, baby. Woo!
Welcome back, baby. You guys can see we just took Johnny's old car for an old rip. Now it's time to give you guys an update list to see what the boys have been doing all week. Show you guys what the final form of this old girl is gonna look like. Because wouldn't you agree, she's come a long way?
How'd she rip, potato chip?
We'll let the viewers let us know how she rips.
Okay.
But for us, we need to have Johnny's reaction video, which maybe we'll get. But in the meantime, we got some work that needs to be done. And Terry's gonna give you a long list of what we've been doing all week to make sure that this thing looks that killer on the street. So let's have at it.
So as you guys saw on the last video, we just got done putting an ACT clutch and flywheel and everything inside this thing. So as you guys probably just saw, it's holding up pretty good. So moving on forward with that, we got the headlight brackets, we got the intercooler brackets along with the intercooler piping fully buttoned up and ready to go. So the Sylvia headlight brackets, we actually welded onto the tube front chassis, so it's actually super, super strong. So the headlights are not going anywhere. Because I don't know if you Sylvia owners know, but the headlights are actually bolted to the OEM fenders. But as you guys can see, we actually went with the 55 Origin Lab over fender, so it's fiberglass. So with that being said, the headlight is pretty heavy, so it does, put some strain on the fiberglass. So we just took it off the fiberglass and did our, Sylvia headlight brackets, so they're nice and strong. We also went with the fender brackets as well, so the fender is actually not going anywhere. So when you're going down the highway at high speeds, you don't have to worry about your fenders flat. But other than that, let's get to button this thing up and finishing up the wiring. Woo! Let's go, baby.
Alrighty guys, so you can see that the engine bay is pretty nice and cleaned up. So that being said, that there's no fuse boxes, no relays, nothing that's OEM that's sitting in the original engine bay. That being said, I had to go ahead and make our own TTB custom wiring harness all the way to the front headlights, blinkers, bumpers, fans, the whole 9 yards, you name it. That being said, I don't like seeing all rainbows of the color schematics. Went with this beautiful wire loom that we like. It's all nice and clocked up. That's self-wrapping. So we're gonna go ahead and put that over all the wires to make sure it's nice and clean, so it looks that much cleaner in the engine bay. Let's get started.
So, as you guys can see, we got some fresh interior. We got the fresh, nice reupholstered seats that Johnny got done. We got the new door cards already on. But now, like Jack was saying, we got to finish up the wiring. So, before we do any battery relocation kit, when we do the fuse and battery, or the fuse block relocation, wire tuck, we like to bring it all in the cabin with the passenger and driver, obviously, and then hook up the ground and power to make sure everything works still, as if it was OEM, as if it was still inside the engine bay compartment. But as you guys just saw, Jack just took it around and everything works. So now we can just take off the ground and power cable and relocate the battery, because when the passenger's sitting here, they need somewhere to have their feet go. So we're gonna be doing the battery relocation straight into the trunk. We like putting it on the passenger side, just so when the driver's by himself, the weight distribution is kind of even, you know what I mean? So, tech tip.
Since we're on a real big time crunch and the code vid's kind of hindering us from having our shipping from our battery relocation kits, our next step up plan B is CP generators. We went ahead and got some 0 gauge battery relocation cable as well with some terminals. So let's go ahead and get this installed.
Just like that, baby. Just like that. Now, let's just double check. Everything clears. Nice and easy. Beautiful. So, now we know it's good to go. We'll double check that everything turns on still by the key. She's ready to rock. Was a success, as you guys can see, but there was one last piece that I didn't show you guys yet, which is the icing to the cake, baby. So this dash, as you guys can see, it's non-cracked because it was reupholstered and they put down this leather material on it, so now it gives it that nice finish to it. So like I'm saying, the icing to the cake. So let's throw this on in and start buttoning this thing up.
Woo! Well, there it is. It's a nice, snug, tight fit, as you can tell. And you can see that the interior and the exterior are finally coming together. We got this nice, like Terry was saying, this kind of a carved-in look onto it to match the Sparko seats. Went ahead and got the AM gauge pillar, all looking nice and tidy, obviously with a full interior. And as you can tell, all the engine harnesses out nice and tucked up away. So not only is the wiring all situated, like I said, we took you for a ride around the block, make sure the motor started up. And that being said, remember this motor was on the engine stand getting full rebuild, stage 1 TTP turbo build by us. So it's got the K1, stage 1, like I said, ready for to hit the streets. Now the interior is looking good. She's ready for some other little goodies. You guys are gonna have to find out because this car will not be finished up for the next video. So if you guys want to stay tuned with this car in this build progress, make sure to follow our Instagram, Terry Thornberry Performance. You'll see on the bottom of this video. Other than that, stay tuned with our Instagram and our YouTube. Get ready for more content, and we got some more goodies heading your way. Like and subscribe, baby.
That's right, baby.
Woo!